relatively few places that are as rural and beautiful so close to the city now.
It's only a 6.5-mile drive north up Route 15 from Leesburg to the quaint village of Luckett's. But this stretch of road, lined with produce stands, antique shops, and burgeoning subdivisions, stands at the center of a bitter battle, pitting conservationists, residents, and business owners over how each prioritizes progress.
This isn't about fair, right? This is about trying to get something done.
For years, how to best widen Route 15 in northern Loudoun County has been a hot topic. The road now carrying 20,000 to 30,000 vehicles a day due to a population boom. Resident David Goodrum.
We have a capacity problem.
Wants more lanes to decrease congestion and improve safety.
Depending on who you ask, some people will say this is the most dangerous road in Loudoun County.
In fact, from 2015 to September of 2022, much busier Route 7 from the Fairfax County line to Leesburg had 730 crashes leading to 6 fatalities. Route 15, same time frame, from Leesburg to the Maryland state line where our story is unfolding, 205 crashes, also leading to 6 fatalities.
This is one of my #1 priorities coming in as an office holder.
Supervisor Caleb Kirshner represents this area and fully supports widening Route 15.
We would like to get to places faster. We would like to get to places safer.
The first major section to widen, 3.5 miles from Battlefield Parkway to Montresor Road, has already been designed and approved. Construction expected to begin by 2024. This phase is not the issue. The uproar is over how to widen the next 3 miles from Montresor Road north to Luckett's. That could also include a western bypass around the village. Business owners most impacted by this second phase, which still needs to be fully designed, financed, and approved, fear that it will push them back or even uproot their farm stands, shops, and homes. An intriguing side note to this already contentious story, some of the business owners who will be impacted the most by the widening of Route 15 don't want to give us their position publicly because they say their customer base is so deeply divided on whether they support this project or not.
I knew there was a certain contention, and I think that comes with any time there's a significant change in an area, especially the area that's been largely agrarian for centuries.
We call it Lost Corner Farm. This is where the magic happens.
Loudoun County farmer Avis Renshaw and her family,
Oh, I found a nice little patch here.
who run Mom's Apple Pie in Leesburg, have tilled this soil for a generation.
We grow the varieties we grow specifically for their flavor. This is one of the kabochas that we grow for our pumpkin pies. You got corn for me, Nick?
Renshaw suspects transforming Route 15 from a rural road to a divided highway will forever change this part of the county and could lead to the demise of her way of life.
If it becomes too hard to farm, farmers are going to start selling to developers.
The final piece of this complex puzzle involves a fragile ecosystem.
A 4-lane bypass would be devastating to the amphibian populations here.
Michael Myers manages 87 acres of land near Luckett's called the J.K. Black Oak Wildlife Sanctuary. It's a wetland considered globally rare due to vernal pools essential to the life cycle of the Jefferson salamander and the fairy shrimp.
This habitat is at a high risk of local extinction, and it's at a high risk from homes, from road projects, and from other threats.
Myers admits these unique creatures probably can't stop a road project, but they could modify one. Since the second phase of widening is years, maybe even a decade away, he and many others remain on high alert.
Astutely paying attention to the process because there are going to be many steps, whether it's permitting steps, road design steps, and there's going to be lots of opportunity for more public comment.
Policymakers tell us it is possible to preserve this part of Loudoun County's charm by understanding how the first phase of widening Route 15 will impact the region before finalizing plans for the second, more controversial phase.